run it back, 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 run it back. Lost everything I ever wanted, want it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Fun with that, get the W, then double back. That shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on, cut the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man, baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back, run it back, and run it back, run it, ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, like you told the friends. Run it back when I told the rap. I'll be back, make another van. Ultra, ultra, ultra fast. I ain't with the boulder dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads.
Run it back, watch your back. You think I want it cream, but I like it black. About the act, yeah. And run it back. You see how I act, nothing I lack. Feel it like a fatal heart attack. I'd die for that. I don't stress about it, I think less without it. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key, running back, let me have it back. I'ma cut out anything that's in my psyche. Feeling myself high-key.
Yes, like that, like that, like that. Told her might be right back, right back, right back. Oh yes, like that, like that, like that. I told her might be right back, right back, right back.
Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag, double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with his fire tag. Punch the gas, running to the future. Past, I'm done with that. But if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Yeah, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about it, that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole club. Way too wide to be shooting in the eyes. I'm sleeping good.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Hurts. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. Well, he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for. Right? Let's go and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Hurts sets up to throw it. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Hey, kill, hey, 47.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And his kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there, all the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up a bit. There he goes, left side! And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Once again, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
63.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And Hurts going to move him around. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Swinging this out for Pollard. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Pollard will take it up the gut. And some room to maneuver. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made here at the 36. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Hurts to throw, rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle. From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now. He's going to field this at the 4. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And take it right on the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they've been kept off the scoreboard in this first half, but here toward the end, they're trying to change that in one fell swoop, but that winds up incomplete.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Myles Jack with a big-time hustle play there as he backs the offense up. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a second straight play. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Go Silver, ready?
On first down, Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We've still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the 1st.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go, 46, 46.
First down, Prescott. Able to hit his target lane. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Dallas.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly when it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point, and yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
No, it's out. Smith lost it. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you get defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense, right?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here. He's got Watkins on the out route. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard, and he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Hey, Silver. Alpha.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. To about the 48-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 2nd down, here's Hurts. He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion forced there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts. Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 79 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Prescott. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on the board, but enough for the win with how their defense was playing in this one.
Yeah, they...
and she got the flu. Yeah, watch look like checks mix is post up be blue. She know it's 2 seats, so she leave her best friends. Bust out my dad face, your chain is a neck. Go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, please, please don't go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me, left wrist go that, right wrist go that, necklace go that, sis go that, it's not go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, go that, me. I had to hit my designer for sticks, double the mine in the bleach, I'm blocking for sure, I'm popping down Miami Beach, pull up like LeBron with the heat, I bought a crib in the crib with the orange shit, beach at my mouth, but I can't see me walking there, I'm with a Tesla, but it ain't no charge of that, I call up Cohen, Brianna, and parking the top box seats, I'm watching Ocean, they cop like stop right next to my block at Trust Fund. Beat I might drop that hips on the stallion and Doja her top half, 2300 on the horse and I'm Mike. Switching out the character, the strippers like Tigers. Legends on 3, 2, 1. You tried it. You say you love me like you love him. You lying. You know your worth.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you get a look inside Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway in Foxborough. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And he returns this to the 22.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set.
The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there was no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. The first carry here for Ty Montgomery. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Dolphins' 14-yard line.
Running left is Stevenson. They'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They'll run with Montgomery. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. They try again with Montgomery. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jones. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Miami.
Once again, it's Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down. Here's Mostert again. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. No score after 1 on EA Sports. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. Now Jones. Flushed. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Baringer on to punt for the Patriots. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end. There he goes, right side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He still holds your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Tua, the final shot before half. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins will extend their lead on the final play of the half. So they say no to the field goal tried late in the half, and it winds up really paying off as they score on the final play.
Yeah, a little bit of a gamble, but they had some foresight as well because they knew they were going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter. So they thought to themselves, if we score here, we can double up on back-to-back drives when we start the 2nd half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone. good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Tua wants to throw it on second down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Tua now on 1st down. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. A give up the middle to H.A. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up.
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Alec Ingold taking it in from a yard out. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll try the left side with Stevenson. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit, force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
That's good for a Patriots.
Looking to throw. Jones going deep to the end zone for Juju. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Being chased out left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Open man is born. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jones on first down. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and
can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the cash in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. He little, my head was on a swivel. He was pushing a rental. Ain't it coincidental? He ain't really talking money. Who he talking to? Homie hopping, need a, they awesome. I can charge a band to get a glimpse of what I'm about to do. They be talking to every about what they ought to do. I ain't tripping off of nothing. My name is Topic Discussion. If I give them attention, they all would probably start blushing. So power and hunt is the only thing that I'm crushing on. Bonafide stood on everything that I stepped on. I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cleveland Browns. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Cleveland. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off-tackle run here for Nick Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. There's the athleticism of Tyus Bowser on display. Wrapping him up, no problem. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it. Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at the Browns' 19-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Dobbins going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Browns nothing.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Watson. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Watson. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Watson going to change the look here. Watson now on 1st and 10. He's got his receiver Cooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Watson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
No, we changed it. Go ahead.
From the gun, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Back to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there.
Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal.
They've got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 32 on the play. Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback because that was awfully close.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 5 yards to go.
To the air yet again, Watson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Was Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
4th down, here's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens 1st down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Zadarius Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
He's got the connection to Moore. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Watson. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Watson. On the move to his left. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 36 yards. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 79 yards on the ground here for Dobbins, and a first down coming up.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. Think like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Chubb with the first down carries. He'll get about 3 out of it. They get 2nd and 7 coming up. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Here's Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that play's a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
They had such a close game, a very big one. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day. 1-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw. Watson looking for and finding Amari Cooper again. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Watson changing the play.
They'll look to throw again.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now they'll audible to something else.
At the Ravens' 48-yard line.
Here's Watson. He's going to look deep for more. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Elijah Moore, 48 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. This is 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Steps away, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make the play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter shift to your defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
Chubb. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on E.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Gotta go, we don't